Hello and welcome to Siemens Energy, Wadeville. Before we can take you through our workshop space, we'll take you through our safety, regulations and working standards for Siemens Energy. Please adhere to them as they will be appearing in our safety induction video. It's all for your safety, health and well-being.
Siemens Energy operates by this policy to be the benchmark in safety, health, environmental management and quality. Drive with care on site. You may not exceed 15 kilometers per hour. You will be required to take a breathalyzer test when entering the premises. This is for your own safety. You must always wear a safety belt while driving. Reverse parking should always be done on site. Personal protective equipment is to be always worn in the workshop. Your PPE includes safety glasses, safety shoes, earplugs for noise zones, overalls. It is mandatory to report all unserviceable PPE before work commences so that the items may be replaced. At Siemens Energy, we participate in a zero-harm culture. This is based on the firm belief that all work-related injuries can be avoided by fully engaged employees. Zero-harm culture is a company-wide global initiative that aims to permanently transform our way of thinking and therefore our behavior in safety. Please take a moment to observe the assembly points on this map. In the unlikely event of an emergency, you will hear this sound. If the evacuation is required, please follow the arrows to the allocated assembly area. Please pay careful attention to the rules and regulations for your own protection in the workshop. No unauthorized photography is permitted. Smoking is prohibited in all parts of the building. Please only smoke in the designated areas. Be aware of moving overhead cranes, forklifts and trolleys. Be aware of uneven surfaces or tripping hazards. Maintain a 3-point contact when you are on any of the set of stairs. Look before you step. Place one hand firmly on the rail and place one foot firmly on the step. Give right of way to all trolleys in the walkways as well as transport vehicles in the delivery areas. Be aware that the electrical fence is always on. Do not disturb, distract or engage in any horseplay with your colleagues. Do not remove any swab from your shoes with your hands. It may be sharp and cause injury. Focus on good housekeeping and keep the walkways clear. Do not stack materials too high. All containers for water use must be labeled. For your security, please familiarize yourself with the following types of signs you will see in this facility. Information signs. They are indicated in green and represent instructions. Mandatory signs are indicated in blue and represent obligatory precautions. Prohibition signs are in red and demonstrate actions that are expressly prohibited. Warning signs are indicated in yellow and black and are in place to alert you of potential hazards. Fire hazards are indicated in red on white. These instruct you in the event of fire. Before you begin any new task, it is compulsory to fill out a daily safety task instruction, DSTI. This must be completed and communicated prior to any work commencement. Only competent people to operate cranes and rigging load. Be sure of the weight of the load. Do not load above crane capacity and ensure that the color of the lifting tackle corresponds with the monthly inspection chart. Follow these steps before lifting the load. 1. Ensure that your lifting plan document is in place prior to lifting the load. Secondly, discuss the method of the lift and the communication method with your team. Also ensure lifting tackle is visually inspected. Ensure edge protection is in place to protect the slings. Ensure that the lifting tackles complies. Lastly, barricade the work area.
Loads are not to be lifted over a person's head, as they or the pieces of rigging equipment can slip and fall. Remember to keep your hands off the load and to keep a safe distance from it while it is being suspended. Ensure that all personnel are visible while being instructed and that they can visually see all the hand signals, which are as follows.
Start operations, cease operations, raise steadily, raise slowly, lower slowly, travel away from me, travel towards me, travel in this direction. In the event of an emergency, please remain calm and follow these steps. Depending on the case, call your supervisor, signified by a red shirt, or your safety officer, signified by a green shirt, or a first aider, which is signified by a green shirt with a red band, or firefighter signified by a red bib and a red cap. Ask a colleague or first aider to stay with the patient while you get help. Give a brief description of what happened and how many people are injured. Do not move the patient. Wait for a response team to transport the patient to safety. However, it's important to note that we should not only take action in an emergency, but also in a near-miss scenario. A near-miss is any circumstance when no human illness or injury was sustained, but had the potential and different circumstance to cause human illness or injury. You must report a near-miss so that Siemens Energy has an opportunity to learn from the incident before somebody gets hurt. This contributes to our zero-harm culture and creates the opportunity for us to prevent reoccurrences. Always remember, gloves do not provide protection against crush injuries. Know where your hands are, always. Beware of pinch points and stay focused when handling raw materials. Always use appropriate chemical gloves when handling chemicals. For more information on how to protect your hands, please read and familiarize yourself with the Material Safety Data Sheet, MSDS. Ensure all electrical panels are treated as live. Only competent personnel with a valid lockout tag permit may work on them. Our Zero Defect Pledge is a 4-step preventive measure to help combat potential quality shortfalls in our production process. We eliminate weaknesses before they become defects. We do not create defects within our organization. We do not accept defects from our suppliers, and further, we do not forward defects to our customers. It is the responsibility of every single employee to uphold these standards in order to turn this culture of quality into a corporate value that is actively practiced every day and will fuel our customer enthusiasm again and again. To ensure the health and wellness of yourself and your co-workers, always do the following. Wash your hands regularly, especially before eating and after using the bathroom. Put your hands in front of your mouth when you cough and or sneeze, and go to the doctor when you are sick. The following rules are in place to ensure that Siemens Energy acts responsibly when it comes to protecting the environment. Air pollution must be reported immediately to the supervisor or safety officer. This includes excessive emission from vehicles and excessive dust. Contaminated water containing hazardous material must be contained in a drum and disposed of at the relevant waste management facilities. Ensure that no contaminated water runs off into storm drains. All land is to be protected from spillage by using a spill kit which is available on site. This is to be used if and when required to ensure that we contain the spill, which should thereafter be discarded as hazardous waste. No littering is allowed on site. Please use the appropriate waste bin to discard waste. Each waste bin is labeled and color-coded accordingly to the type of waste. Please do not mix any waste types. Keep your air conditioner at 22 degrees Celsius during all seasons. In order to save energy, please turn off all your lights, computers and air conditioners at the end of the day or when the room is unoccupied.
Safety is our top priority here at Siemens Energy Wadeville, and it's also your responsibility to ensure a safe working environment for yourself and your colleagues. Thank you for watching.